talk about what happened?
Well, they actually live there until they get released back to the streets.
Oh.
And I'm here to talk about not so much my job, but why I work, why I do what I do. Like, I love my job. It's the best job I ever had. I come from Elizabeth. It's not too much different from out here. There's a lot of crime, violence, and stuff going on. And I actually was in prison myself. I did 4 years in prison for being involved in drugs and guns and running the street. But I just want to let y'all know, like, prison is not a good place to go to. And I started young when I was your age. Well, I actually was a good student in school. And then peer pressure, like my friends was involved in, different things. And
Please excuse interruption, middle school teachers, 701, 702, and 703. Please escort them to the auditorium. All 6th and 8th grade students, please escort them directly to the cafeteria. Again, 6th and 8th grade student, please escort them directly to the cafeteria. 701, 702, and 703. Please escort them to the auditorium. Thank you.
like I said, I was involved in, once I got into high school, I was an honor roll student, all A's. I was on my way to Morehouse, which is a college in Atlanta, all black college. But peer pressure of my friends, and my mother was on welfare at the time, and I couldn't get the sneakers that my friends had who was selling drugs. I couldn't get the clothes that they had. And then in high school, they started driving cars, and I was on the passenger side, catching the bus. So I started selling drugs, which was the worst decision I ever made in my life, because I could have easily found a job and did the same thing that they were doing. So I went downhill from there, and once you get involved with selling drugs, everything else comes. Doing drugs. I used to smoke weed. I used to drink a lot. You know somebody who smoke weed that's young?
Yeah.
You know? Everybody does?
No, my brother used to smoke, and now he's doing something different stuff. Now he's not.
Good.
He used to do stupid stuff, now he's changed.
That's good.
So now he's doing acting.
I did all of that stuff, and it gradually is like graduating. Like I never did drugs higher than smoking marijuana, smoking weed, but I watched people that I grew up with start drinking, and move on to start smoking weed, move on to start smoking crack, move on to start sniffing dope, and I see it now. All the so-called jokesters that was in class, all the ones that made everybody laugh, like they either, I got a lot of friends that's dead, I got a lot of friends that's in jail that's never gonna come home again, that still write me letters, and they call me collect from that now and tell me what they should have did, or what they should have changed. And all of those guys I got. And I got friends like me who went to jail. When I got to jail, I decided that's not the place where I wanted to be, because I got kids. Like, I got 4 daughters. And, if any of y'all know somebody who's been in jail before, I'm sure you missed them when they was gone. And they're not around for, like, your football games, or your basketball games. Like, my father wasn't around for none of my games. He never came to any of my games, because of the situations that he went through. So I came home with a plan. I had 4 daughters, and I didn't want the streets to raise them. So I wanted to raise them. So when I came home, I had a plan. I actually started going to college when I was in prison. It was all from college classes, and I took the college classes that they gave. And once I got home, I enrolled in a community college. I'm from New Jersey, so I enrolled in a community college around. Then after that, I enrolled into Rutgers, and I actually graduated from Rutgers yesterday. So like, just because you did 4 years in prison, you don't find too many people that go to prison for that long and come home. I had a good support system. When I came home, I had people on my side that wanted me to do right, that wanted me to stay in the streets. When you're doing bad, you can find a whole lot of people to do bad with. When you want to do good, you gotta just pay attention to the people that's there to support you, like your mother, your father, or some friends that's doing good and positive. Because I know a lot of friends that go to jail for 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and come back and think the streets is all they got. I didn't get my first job until I was 25 years old. I think that's terrible. I came home, I was 25 years old. Got my first job. I worked 1, 2, 3 jobs at a time to support my kids and me. I went to school. I was getting 4 hours of sleep, but I didn't care because for 4 years I wasn't doing nothing, just sitting in jail. 3 meals a day, eating what they tell me to eat, little portions, going to sleep when they tell me to go to sleep, waking up when they tell me to wake up, not being able to see my family.
Hey buddy, they said 10 minutes, not an hour.
That's what I'm
Tell him to come
Anybody got
in.
any questions?